Hi everyone, today we are going to do a review. So it's called Lesson 0 for Module 3 Level E. So turn to page 1 to follow along and take notes. So as a reminder, meaning of multiplication. Multiplication as repeated addition is like if you do 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15, or you do 5 times 3 because you're adding 5 3 times. 5 times 3 is the same as adding it 3 times. When you're talking about factors, factors mean those are the numbers that you multiply to get the product, the answer. So 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, you can do all of those to get to 24. So these are all factors of 24. Here they are listed from smallest to greatest. You can also make a factor rainbow, which is really nice. So here's an example for 20. 1 times 20 are two factors for 20. Remember, 1 is always a factor and itself, so you always know at least two factors. And then you can kind of go to the next number. Well, 2 is also a factor because 2 times 10. 3 is not a factor, so it's not there, but 4 times 5. Those two are factors, and then there's nothing in between 4 and 5, so you know you have all the factors. The product is just the answer of a multiplication problem. So when you multiply two factors, 2 times 4 equals 8, 8 is the product. The multiplication property of 1. A times 1, so if A is a variable, it's some number, A times 1 always equals A. Or you can reverse that, 1 times A equals A. So anything times 1 equals itself. Multiplication property of 0, anytime you multiply a number, so here's a variable A, it could be any number, times 0, you always get 0. No matter what order it's in, 0 times anything always equals 0. All right, so here we are on page 1. So the meaning of multiplication. So here we have 3 groups of 5 circles, kind of like in the other example we saw is 5 plus 5 plus 5. We know that that equals 15. So then you would do 3 times 5 equals 5 plus 5 plus 5, which equals 15. Repeated addition. Here's an example, 6 times 4. So they have a drawing here, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 dots in each group. So we are going to add 4 6 times. So if we add 4 6 times, it looks like this: 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And we would get the total 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So 6 times 4 is 24, or you're adding 4 6 times. Here's another example, 7 times 6. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to add 6 7 times. And then we can see the total here. So in this diagram, they take out the lines so you can just count the total. And 7 times 6, if we count by 6s, so 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Here we have 1 times 4, so just one group of 4 is the same, so it just equals itself. So 1 times 4 is 4, that's that multiplication property of 1. And 0 times 8, you can see that there's no diagram, it's 0. Anytime you multiply by 0, you get 0. So this says find each product. So 4 times 10, well, we have 4 groups of 10, so we're going to do 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. And here's our skip counting, 10, 20, 30, 40. Oops, I wrote 20 though. When you know your skip counting, it makes it go a lot faster and it helps you with your multiplication. 1 times 6, anytime you multiply 1, you get itself, so the answer is 6. 3 times 9, we have 9 plus 9 plus 9, 9, 18, 27. 5 times 2, 5 groups of 2. So we're going to write that out, and then we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then 0 times 7 always equals 0. Okay, next couple vocabulary is commutative property of multiplication. So if you have any variables or numbers, a times b, it equals or is the same as b times a. You can flip-flop those. A times b equals b times a. It does not matter what order they go in. The associative property of multiplication is similar. So you can see here's some variables, a times, and then in parentheses, b times c. Remember, when you do parentheses, or when there's parentheses in a problem, you always do that first. So in this case, you would do b times c first, and then times a. Remember, that little dot means multiplication. So that equals, you can move the parentheses. So then you could do a times b first, and then times c, and you would get the same answer. So wherever the parentheses are, it does not matter. Same down here. Notice that A, B is right next to each other. There's a little imaginary multiplication sign in there, a dot. So if two variables, which are letters in math, are right next to each other, that means multiplication. So then you can see here, if you do 8 times 4 times 2, if we did 8 times 4 first, we would get 32 times 2 is 64. Well, if we do, 4 times 2 here first, and then times 8, 8 times 8 is also 64. So it's the same thing. It doesn't matter what order you go in if you move those parentheses around. All right, so we have 2 times 8. That's just 2 groups of 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 6 times 4. That is just 6 groups of 4. We count by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Here we have 4 groups of 3, so we can count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 times 3 is 12. Here we have 3 groups of 4. So look, all they're doing is that commutative property. They're flip-flopping it. We can count by 4s. 4, 8, 12. Same thing. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. All right, here we go with the associative property with the parentheses. So 4 times 3, we would do that first. 4 times 3 is 12, which is this group, 4 times 3. But then we have 2 of those groups. So 12 times 2 is 24. Now they showed it in a different way. And we have 4 times and then in parentheses 3 times 2. So you would have to do the 3 times 2 first, which is 6. But then there's 4 groups of that because we have 6 here, we have 6 here, 6 here, and 6 here. 4 times 6 is 24. Same answer. Doesn't matter the order. So down here you can see 2 times 3 times 4. So they did 3 times 4 first, and then there's 2 groups of it. That equals the same thing as if you did move the parentheses and did 2 times 3 first and then made 4 of those. And that also equals 3 times 2 because you can then flip-flop in the parentheses times 4. They're all the same. So if you do that, we just did those up here so that those all equal 24. Okay. On here it says name the property shown. So we're on page 6. Use the property to find the missing numbers. So if we look here, we have 3 times 6 equals, and then we can flip-flop that and put the 6 here. 6 times 3 and 3 times 6 both equal 18. And that is called the commutative property. So you can put commutative. Here we have 5 times 3 in parentheses, 3 times 4. They're switching the parentheses, but we need the same numbers. So 5 times 3 times 4. Well, if we do, let's do this one. 5 times 3 first is 15, and then we do times 4. 15 times 4 is 60. That is called the associative property. Associative. So commutative is just when you flip-flop the two numbers. Associative is when you have the parentheses and you move the parentheses around. All right, so right now in that beginning review part of your packet, on your own, you're going to complete pages 3 and 7. So go to pages 3 and 7, and that's what you're going to complete. All right, good luck.